Aloha, love pups! I am Althemia, and today we are playing my Sweet Housemate. I honestly have seen this game pop up a lot recently on my YouTube, and it conveniently popped up in my little email box. The creators found my YouTube channel. I thought that was pretty cool. I feel so bad because I told them like the week they sent me the game code that I would get this game out like that week. And then life kind of hit me like a freight train and was like, nah, you're not gonna be able to do anything for at least 2 to 3 weeks. And I was like, oh no. But guys, look, we're finally able to play. So let's quit all this boring talk and get into the game. Oh. Beep bop boop, booting up. Oh, I can click. I was like, can I click? Room 15 M2 318 Williamson Avenue, $5.50 a month. One room in an apartment at 318 William Avenue. No deposit. 1 year minimum tenancy. Tenancy. Oh, whatever. Oh, my name. Althemia. She, her. Oh, I can choose my voice. I'm a Vocaloid. I'm a Vocaloid. We'll go with that one. Okay, note to self, I'm a Vocaloid. I have changed from a Hawaiian spirit to a Hawaiian Vocaloid, I guess. Ooh. You tiredly wait for the application to go through before you shut your old laptop with a sigh. This ancient thing that has clearly seen better days somehow already managed to start hyperventilating after you opened just a couple of tabs. Yeah, I think it's time for an upgrade. You promptly put it in your backpack as you lean back in your seat. You can't help but let out a sour chuckle. Anyone else would probably find this old, worn-down diner seat extremely uncomfortable, but you don't have that luxury of complaining. In fact, it might be the softest thing you sat on in a week. Unaware of your own actions, you start anxiously fidgeting with your phone, silently praying to all the possible gods out there that your application will be approved. 9, 10... At this point, you've been homeless for 11 months. Nearly a year. Aw. After saving all the money you could for several months, you finally were able to save enough to rent an apartment. Or at least that's what you thought. In 11 months of your homelessness, the housing prices only went up, making it practically impossible for you to find anything affordable at this point. Ugh, sounds like real life. Yeah. You frantically searched every housing website, hoping to at least get some shitty old room, but nothing was ever even nearly in your price range. But this listing was everything you could ever ask for. You were thanking whoever was up there in the sky, or down there in the pits of hell, that you managed to apply basically minutes after the listing went live. Sure, it is shady as hell. No deposit, no required credit history. There aren't even any pictures, and as a cherry on top, you have to live with some random guy you have no information about. You're so eager to get it first, too, that you didn't even ask for a tour. If anything, you're almost entirely sure that it's probably some old shed, or even worse, a human trafficking trap. But you're already at the point where you don't even care. You feel like you'll go insane if you have to spend another night out on the streets. You shudder at the memories. Yeah, anything is better than that. Aw, sounds like we've gone through some harsh times. Jeez, that scared me a little. You can swear your heart skips a beat as your phone lights up with a new notification on the home screen. It's an email from the housing website. Could it be? You impatiently unlock your phone, somehow managing to enter your password incorrectly twice before you do. I've done that so many times. I would get so excited at a notification. I'd be like, blah, 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 blah. Type in all the numbers. Incorrect password. No, just let me in. You quickly locate the email app and anxiously start reading. Thank you for your application, Althemia. We appreciate you using our services, and our smart algorithm has picked these 5 other apartments for you to look at. Are you kidding me? I just applied and already got an ad. You silently cursed the website, thinking that it would have been better if they paid for your rent instead of financing these ads that no one probably even looks at. Well, besides you. While busy with your grandiose brain cursing session, you almost skip another notification that quickly floats into your phone screen. It's yet another email. I swear to God, if it's another ad, but it isn't. It's an email sent by whoever has posted that room listing. The first thing you note is its ridiculous length. It's short. I thought it was gonna be so long that it was like, when you went into cartoons, when you have the scroll and it just keeps going and going and going after they drop it. That's what I thought we were about to see. Too short. In fact, there are only 3 lines. 2 of them being Dear Althemia and B.R. Seung-min Kim, the name of the original poster. The middle line just says, if you come to the apartment to sign a contract within 30 minutes, I'll give you the key. Now you're entirely sure that your heart is skipping at least 30 beats a minute. You immediately spring from the seat, grabbing your backpack on the way before your attention is caught by a sad small cup of unfinished coffee on the table. Squeezing your lips with rising guilt, you quickly grab and drink the cold remnants before putting it back down and storming out of the diner. I'm off to go sign a contract. Bye! Will this finally be the day that ends your homeless life for good? You find yourself in front of an apartment door trying to catch your breath. You don't particularly know how, but you somehow managed to make it in time. However, now you aren't even sure that you are in front of the correct apartment in the first place. 1 second. I'm thirsty and didn't prep a drink beforehand. Whoopsies. You were fully expecting some shady and old building, but it turned out to be just some average apartment complex. Something you could probably never even dream of affording in your current state. Ha! You hesitate for a good minute before letting out an anxious sigh and pressing the doorbell button. That sounded like I entered a convenience store. You hear the ordinary buzz sound play on the other side of the door, and then complete silence. The silence gets quickly interrupted, though, as you hear some faint footsteps sounds behind the door. The door is open. You jolt as the sound of a man's voice comes from within... From within the apartment, but almost instinctively push the door open. Still hesitant, you awkwardly step into the entrance. I'm watching you. Everything looks normal. So far. As you walk in, you almost immediately get taken aback by your surroundings. You've replayed so many made-up horror scenarios in your head on the way here that the sight of an ordinary-looking hallway suddenly seems scarier than anything you could have come up with. There's no one in sight, so you just default to a polite stance in front of the entrance door, not even daring to make a single step. Did a ghost tell me to come in? Hello? Now that you're actually in the apartment, and now that you've confirmed that it looks more or less normal, your anxiety levels are going through the roof. You have to make a good impression. You won't have another chance like this. Althemia, I assume? You look like you need some sleep. You almost jump as a tall, slouched man suddenly appears in one of the doorways of the hallway you are in. You don't immediately realize that he is dressed in a suit because of how disheveled and scruffy he appears to be. Howbeit, you're not in any position to judge. His eye bags almost seem to merge with his dark eyes as he tiredly looks straight at you. If your eyesight was just a bit worse, you would have even thought he just had two big holes for eyes, given how pale his skin is otherwise. Dumbfounded, you stare back at him, thinking that this eye contact is going on for a bit too long for your taste. Before you realize that it's your cue to respond. Oh, yeah, I should do that. I save. Return. Ah, yes, that's me. And you're Mr. Kim, if I'm not wrong? You're not, but just Seung-min. Seung-min. Seung-min? Seung-min. I am so sorry for mispronouncing this dude's name. Now, if you don't mind, I'll be late for work if we don't hurry, so if you just follow me to the kitchen. The man then wastes no time as he promptly walks into the kitchen, and you are left with no choice but to follow him in. You step into the kitchen and once again get temporarily stunned by just how normal everything looks. It's so bright. Sure, you can tell that someone lives here by small stains and patches of dust here and there, but if you had to choose, you'd happily use this space to take some photos for online housing ads or something. Speaking of photos, you thank heavens for the millionth time today. If Seung-min put up pictures of this apartment, it would have gotten snatched before you could even apply. You don't know if that was just pure laziness or simple lack of time, but you couldn't feel more grateful to the man in front of you for leaving the listing so empty. But you shouldn't feel grateful just yet. You still haven't signed a contract. Now, if you just look through the papers and sign at the places I marked. Huh? The papers on the table. It's the contract. Wait, is that it? That can't be it, right? He won't even ask for any additional information. But if you're concerned about the rent, the payment is obviously upfront, but we can go through that in the evening. If I stay any longer, I will probably get fired for being late. You're free to move your stuff and unpack, though. But if you're not interested, that's fine too. But then I appreciate it if you... No! No, I'll sign. I'm interested. Wow, you're an eager one, aren't you? Right. Clearly, this man is not all too concerned about who his new flatmate will be. If he was, he wouldn't have put up an empty listing and responded to a random application within minutes of receiving it. He can't even afford to care about his reasons at this point. It's a good apartment. The rent is something you can afford, and the only tenant doesn't look all too crazy. You quickly grab the papers with slightly trembling hands as you then read through them. After making sure that it really isn't some part of a human trafficking ring, you take the pen laying around on the table and find the marked spot Seung-min mentioned. Althemia. Billy. Sign. Hey, you wrote your name incorrectly. But no big deal. You just have to rewrite it. Oh, okay, fine. I'll only write my first name. Althemia. No last name for me. Hands up. After you sign, you audibly breathe out before handing the papers to Seung-min. He quickly goes through them and then nods at you. Great. Your room is the one opposite of the bathroom. It's to the right of the kitchen. That should be it for now. Ah, right. The man in front of you feels around his pockets for a brief second before putting his hand into one of them and taking something out. Here's the key. Just don't lose it. Aye, aye, Captain. Hey. Your hands seem to shake even more as Seung-min puts a simple metallic key into them. I won't. That would be greatly appreciated. Anyways, we will handle the payment later. I should get going. Alright. Right. Lock the door after me? Ah, Yeah. Yes, of course. Right. You try to shake off your stupor. You can't believe that you're officially not homeless anymore. Still somewhat stupefied, you follow Seung-min back to the entrance where he proceeds to put his shoes on. Shoes that look as scruffy as he is, and then stands straight in front of the door. As straight as his slouched back allows him to, anyway. And just make sure to lock it properly. And don't let strangers in. I'm not a kid. I at least know this much. Right. Well, I will see you in the evening. I'd be happy to have you for dinner. With that, Seung-min leaves through the entrance door, and you, wasting no time, shut and lock it. Such a simple motion, yet it feels so foreign to you. Well, on different levels, you are now a resident of this apartment. You own a key, you can lock the door, you can sleep in your own room. So simple, yet so foreign. You squeeze the key that's already made home in your palm and can't help but let a nervous smile curl your lips. I did it. I really did. Still overcome with a mix of relief and excitement, you look at your room that, just like Seung-min said, is opposite of the bathroom. You walk through a simple door into a bedroom that appears to be just as simple. So bright. You're surprised to find that it's actually fully furnished, bed and desk included. At this point, you wouldn't even mind sleeping on the floor, but seeing how the bed even has its own bed sheets, you almost tear up. If this is a dream, I will be so pissed. But it isn't. And you can hardly believe it. Well, I guess I might as well unpack. The only good thing about being homeless is that besides the backpack always glued to your shoulders, you have no other things. You take it off and start going through your carefully packed stuff. Finally done with putting your things away, you turn towards your new bed and look down at it with rising temptation. No longer able to resist, you let yourself fall into the fresh bed sheets. So soft. And all yours. You rub your face against the pillow with a smile. It feels like the luck you've accumulated throughout the year was all poured into this one day. Who knows? Maybe in the future you would even be able to rent an apartment of your own. Everything seems possible now. It really does. Oh, it's so cute. You don't notice how your eyelids start feeling heavier and heavier, and by the time you realize and open your eyes, a few minutes have already passed. Luckily, though, you don't have a shift today. Might as well take a nap. A really lucky day, huh? Wonder where we work. Left with no energy to even think, you let yourself fall into a deep slumber. When you open your eyes again, it's already dark outside. Huh. Feeling strangely satisfied and refreshed, you stretch and slowly sit up. God, I haven't slept this good in a long time. Oh, shit! Right, Seung-min said that you'd sort out the rent payment in the evening, and he'd even offered to have dinner together. I guess we're a bit hungry. I guess we should go get food. Free food. Crap, but this is not what's important right now. You feel a sense of anxiety build up in your throat as you check the time on your phone. 10:27 p.m. Okay, it's not that bad, right? Crap, I guess it is that bad. When you silently curse yourself for being so careless, you get off the bed and start unconsciously walking back and forth. I mean, if he really cared, he would have woken me up, right? It's not like you locked a room or anything. Speaking of that, is he even home? You cautiously tiptoe towards the door and quietly put your ear against it, trying to see if you can catch any sounds. He's here! You can clearly make out some footsteps, sounds, and moving noises coming from outside of your room. Great. Wonderful. You're not getting kicked out just yet. Maybe the dinner offer is still on the table, too? Not wanting to wait any longer, you swing the door open and walk into the hallway. Surprisingly, the hallway looks really different when it's dark. It almost has this new feel to it. Very different from the plastic perfect filming set you've witnessed earlier. You don't spend much time mulling over your perception of the hallway, though, as your attention is caught by the light coming from the kitchen. And the sounds are coming from there, too. You don't have to be Sherlock to deduce that Seung-min is there. So, not wasting any time, you walk towards the light. Don't go towards the light! Wait. What? This can't be. Huh? Oh. Okay. What the hell? Oh. Hey. Don't hate me! What are you doing? This can't be that, right? Come on, Althemia. You're not stupid. There has to be an explanation. Right. Right. That. Early Halloween decorations. Are you one of those people who get ready for Halloween in spring? Those are Halloween decorations, right? No, these are real human body parts. Oh, come on! You're supposed to agree with me. Oh, sorry. This is just a weird looking pig. Oink. I guess. Shit. And you just started thinking you lucked out with this apartment. What is he? A serial murderer? A cannibal. A serial cannibal. No, wait, that's wrong. A cannibal serial? If you're thinking about calling the police, I'd advise you against it. Of course you're calling the police. Next thing you'll know, it'll be your leg he has on that cutting board. You just got out of homelessness and you're not about to die to some cannibal, serial murderer in a pink apron. Now, well, it used to be pink, now it's a little red. You do understand that if I get arrested, you will no longer be able to stay here, right? Do you read thoughts too? I don't. How do you know I want to stay here anyways? Just so you know, Mr. Seung-min, I have a grandma I can stay with at any time. No, you don't, Miss Althemia. And even if you do, you probably hate her enough to apply to a random, suspicious listing and sign the contract all in the same day. Man, he just likes going for the jugular, doesn't he? If you guys hear water and chewing sounds, Kalea is eating and drinking. So you did it on purpose? Well, something like that. Don't smile at me like that. You got blood on your face. You can't be looking cute at me like that. But he's right. There's nowhere else you can go now, and your only choice would be to return to life on the streets. It'd be silly to think police would help you with your situation, too. Man, what the hell? This? Are you going to eat it? Yes. It's too much meat, though, so I'm just going to store it for the future. I don't get such tender meat often. It would be a pity if it went to waste. Ugh. This wasn't the dinner he was talking about, was it? What are you even supposed to do now? Do you really have to tolerate a cannibal living literally in the same apartment as you? I don't think we got a choice. Like, what do you mean? But the life on the streets, the feeling of your skin being so dirty that no matter how hard you scrub it, nothing makes you feel clean. The long nights spent dumpster diving, going through ponds of discarded food just to be chased away by minimum wage employees that, in retrospect, are in no better situation than your own. You shudder at the memories. Yeah, so I think I'll stick with the cannibal. Thank you. Listen. Yes? Ah, shit. Whatever. Anything is better than going back there at this point. If they catch you, don't involve me. And, like, don't eat me. Please. Deal. It might take me a while, and as you can see, it's really messy. So let's talk about your payment tomorrow. I can just slide it under your door, my guy, and you know, no need for me to hand it to your hands are a little dirty anyway, so I can just I'll put it in a nice envelope and like slide it under your door. It'd be fine. Right. Well, you probably better go sleep. Unless you want to watch. No. No thanks. Well, see you tomorrow then. Yeah. Good night, my new housemate. Don't forget that I know where you sleep. Yeah, because I don't totally share a house with you now. Well, an apartment. Same difference. We literally live in the same apartment. Why wouldn't you know? Just thought I should remind you. Oh, you got jokes. You think you're funny. I see how it is. Right. I'm leaving now. I'm going this way, and you're going to stay here. Good night, Althemia. You're enjoying this. You're so enjoying this. You feel like you won't be able to sleep tonight. But surprisingly, you zonk out pretty quick. What was that? The next few days, you're still overcome with a faint sense of panic, afraid that Seung-min will eat you, or even worse, the police find him and you will have to go back to the streets. How is that worse than being eaten? But contrary to your fears, nothing really happens. In fact, after handling the first rent payment, you don't even see him all that much. Your shifts typically start in the early morning and end somewhere during daytime or evening, depending on the day, so you thought you would at least catch him coming home. And yet, despite all that, you don't even see him leave the apartment. His shoes are already gone by the time you wake up. 3 weeks pass by without you noticing, and still, you can count the amount of times you crossed paths with Seung-min on your one hand. Those few times that you did see him, you could feel his gaze linger on you. You're not sure what that is about, but even when he is not around you, can still feel his eyes lapping at your skin. Ooh. You a yandere? You a yandere cannibal? Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night to the sounds coming from the kitchen, with which your imagination twists into the sickest of imageries. But that aside, you really have nothing to complain about. You can't be more grateful to have a solid roof above your head and somewhere to return after work every day. Some form of steady housing really does change your life for the better. You don't have to worry about where to sleep every single night, about not being able to shower when you want, about the chance of getting robbed if you're not careful enough, about having some privacy, and so on. You hate to admit it, but you really don't regret staying here even a bit. You condemn what Seung-min does, but considering you're not really exposed to it anyway, even the constant dread of being butchered or kicked out if he's ever found out slowly leaves your mind. Surprisingly, even your funds start looking better now that you're able to take on more hours and leash off of Seung-min's Wi-Fi. Hell, you even start considering getting a second job. Everything seems almost too good to be true. I don't just... Oh, shit. What the? A loud sound coming from somewhere within the apartment suddenly pulls you out of your deep slumber. Did something fall? Or even worse, someone? An image of Seung-min dragging a new corpse into your apartment suddenly pops into your head. Ugh. But what if something happened? Spend a couple of minutes sleepily contemplating if you'd rather this sound be a corpse about to be devoured by your landlord, or the very same landlord collapsing on the floor. Whatever. If it's a corpse, I'll just pretend it's hyper-realistic cake. Yeah. Cake. As you step into the hallway, you quickly realize you weren't worried for no reason. Your housemate is on the floor, looking as if he had collapsed a few minutes prior, and you guess that's what probably happened too. You waste no time and quickly walk up to him. Hey. Hello? Hey! No need to yell. Oh, finally. Good morning, USA. What happened? You okay? I wanted to shower, but I'm too tired. Sounds like you're also hungry. And hungry. Yep. Now that he mentions it, you do realize that the man in front of you smells. Badly. Awfully. You might even say abhorrently. I can pronounce words. Your thesaurus session of listing synonyms for the word bad gets interrupted by Seung-min lightly groaning as he attempts to stand up. Geez, what time even is it? Definitely past 12 a.m. at this point. And he just came home from work? As just another wage slave, you can't help but feel bad for him. Sure, he might be living in this nice apartment, and you would lie if you said you didn't feel a twinge of jealousy. But what even is the point of having it if you just come here to sleep? This newfound sense of camaraderie fills you with enough sympathy to want to help the man in front of you. Alright, come on, I'll give you a hand. Huh? You know, a hand. Just don't bite it, okay? I know you're hungry and all, but I am not food. I remember that. Thank you. You stretch your hand towards the collapse, Seung-min as he dumbfoundedly looks back at you. Finally, he grabs it with his and heavily gets up. There we go. Okay, you go shower, and now I'll make something for you in the meantime. What? Are you sure? Yes, I am. For once. But you seriously better go before you stink up the place or I change my mind. Alright, okay. Before you can say anything else, Seung-min promptly disappears behind the bathroom door. Well, that's that. Time to cook now, I suppose. For a second, you wonder if you should put Seung-min's Queen of the Kitchen apron on, but quickly decide against it. Nothing has probably seen more blood than your blood vessels have in your entire lifetime. You immediately start checking the drawers and cupboards and search for ingredients. And Seung-min haven't really divided the kitchen space, but since you don't have a lot of things anyway, you took the liberty of picking an empty one and stored all of your things in there. As you go through the cupboards, you quickly realize that apart from condiments and instant ramen, there's nothing of nutritional value. In fact, most cupboards designated for food are just filled to the brim with nothing but cup ramen. You don't make things easy, do you? What the? You already felt bad for him before, but now you feel really bad. You feel so bad, in fact, that you check your own cupboard to see if you could make anything with your stuff instead. Unfortunately, it happens to be the day when you ran out of almost everything. And besides a sad handful of oatmeal staring back at you from the bottom of a jar, there's nothing you could turn into a sustainable meal. Defeated, you return to the cup ramen horde raining on the shelves. Cup ramen it is, I guess. You pick a random pork-flavored package and start cooking. Cooking time. Oh, my stars, we actually get to cook. Hey, I cooked the cooked ramen. I made instant ramen. What up? All done, I suppose. That was cute. You try to squeeze out a smile as a sign of pride in your work, but no amount of grinning can make this sad excuse for a meal any better. All of a sudden, an idea pops into your head. An idea that's so foreign to your morals that you wonder if you started going insane cooking that cup ramen. I mean, he's a cannibal, so... What if you made some human meat for him to go together with ramen? You don't even have to look in the freezer to know that he has containers full of human meat down there. If anything, you're grateful that he at least doesn't store it in the fridge. In fact, he doesn't store anything in the fridge at all. His side is always empty, and yours just has some occasional milk and eggs here and there. Don't tell me he's just been surviving off instant ramen and human meat. Well, it's not really time to contemplate about Seung-min's dietary choices at the moment. He'll probably be out of the shower soon. You have to decide. Just cook it. Just cook it. We're already cooked. Just cook it. Well, he is a cannibal. It would only be natural to cook some human meat for him, right? He swallows you open a freezer, cold air pouring out as if some sort of evil premonition. It's just chicken, or pork, or fish. You try to convince yourself that way you will be You try to convince yourself that what you will be cooking is anything but human meat as you reach for one of the freezer compartments. When you finally find enough courage to open it, it surprisingly turns out to be nearly empty. There's just one lonely container lying at the bottom. Honestly, it's not anything like you expected it to be. No gouged out eyes, no jars of human teeth, nothing grotesque. Just one small container. For some reason, just the sight of it calms you down enough for you to simply pick the little plastic box up and shut the freezer without a second thought. You then absentmindedly take out a pan and start the typical process of frying meat. Heat the pan up, pour some oil. By the time you are supposed to put the meat in the pan, you've relaxed enough that you can easily do it. Thankfully, Seung-min has already pre-cut it into thin slices, leaving you with the easy part of the job. After a couple of minutes of spacing out in front of the stove, a familiar smell brings you back to reality. Pork. It smells just like pork. Did you really manage to convince yourself that it is pork after all? What in the... Hey! You guys gotta... Hang on. Sure. Yes, I am pregnant. No, you can't touch it. What are you doing? What is this? Oh my stars. What the? What is this t-shirt, Joy? Seung-min, yes. Are you pregnant? No. Have you ever been pregnant? No. Have you ever been impregnated? What are these questions? By anyone? No, I haven't. What's with these questions? Your t-shirt, my guy. Never mind. Anyways, something smells really good. Ah, yes. I couldn't find anything, so I made some cup ramen, and I'm frying some human meat. Seung-min raises his eyebrows for a second before he takes a step towards you. He gets so close that you can practically feel his breath on your face. Instinctively, you take a step back. Is he not happy? You're burning it. Ah! Oh, wait, you're right. Can you fetch my glasses from the bathroom, please? I'll take over the cooking. Ah, yes, sure. Appreciate it. You quickly make your way to the hallway. In a way, it almost feels like a dream. Or a nightmare. Regardless, you're just happy you're not the one frying in that pan. Sighing, you step into the bathroom. Oh. There's a tooth. Where? What if I just put all these pieces together? Where? I'm my star. Okay. There. Jeez. Seung-min. When you successfully get Seung-min's glasses and return to the kitchen, you find him already sitting at the bar table, the food ready in front of him. He hands Seung-min the glasses, his cold, bony fingers brushing against yours as he takes them. Ah, thank you. The man gratefully nods and you... The man gratefully nods and you, a bit hesitantly, grab a stool and sit on the opposite side of him. I'm not getting over that shirt. I'm just not. You assume that Seung-min will start talking first, but unsurprisingly, he continues eating, completely ignoring your presence. Seems like you'll have to be the one to start the conversation. Why do you need a housemate? Hey, Seung-min. Why do you need a housemate? He's not preserving you, so he can eat you later, is he? Money. Oh. It's getting expensive to live in general, and I'm still paying off my mortgage for the apartment. And that room you're in was empty and not getting any usage anyways. Seems that even cannibals have human worries like this, huh? You spend the next few moments in silence as Seung-min finishes his food, and you, absorbed in your own little world, stare out the window at the city drowning in darkness. The whole situation almost seems funny to you. Just a few weeks ago, you had nowhere to go and had to look for a place to spend the night at every single day. But now you're here, sitting in this clean, cozy kitchen, with a cannibal eating human meat by your side. Human meat that you have prepared for him. Nevertheless, you can't help but admit that you much rather prefer this bloodthirsty cannibal's company to your homeless life. What a cursed world we live in! I can't. I can't with this game. Hey, Althemia? Huh? Thanks for the meal. Yes, of course. You know, it's been a long time since someone made me a meal. Instead of me making a meal out of them. Is that his attempt at humor? Well, I will probably head to bed after doing the dishes. Well, there's still time to sleep. You should probably do the same, though. Sorry for waking you up. How did you... You already have that puffy morning face. Yeah, well, at least he's honest. But he is also right. You almost started falling back asleep while sitting with him there. And you'd rather upkeep your sleeping schedule if you want to get a second job. That wasn't an insult, by the way. It's kind of cute, actually. Was that my stomach? You should probably get out of here before he asks for seconds. Oh, that was his stomach. Well, I'll leave you to it then. Good night, Seung-min. Good night, Althemia. Sweet dreams. With that, you go back to your room and quickly find yourself falling asleep in the warm embrace of your bed. I'm not going to not look at that weird every time it pops up. The next day, you can't help but mentally go back to your encounter with Seung-min. You feel that he is interesting. Oh, wait. This gives me Doki Doki vibes. Interesting. Well, there's something about him. Something that weirdly interests you. Despite him being a cannibal and a murderer, you almost feel bad about your morbid interests, but your gratitude for the housing opportunity is far greater than your crumbling morals. Who knows? Maybe you've already started losing your mind with all that's been happening. Or perhaps he started infecting you with his own insanity. Still, you can't ignore your strange fascination and spend the whole day thinking about it. You're so absorbed in your thoughts that you don't even realize how quickly the day passes. In the end, you go to bed completely exhausted after another day of hard work. Can I click? I did click. Did he collapse again? Seriously? Again? It hasn't even been a full day, for God's sakes. This time, you don't even waste time sitting around and immediately get up and swing your door open as you step into the hallway. You stop in your tracks almost momentarily. The hallway turns out to be empty. I was about to say, is this his daily routine? You just come home, you collapse in front of the door? And there are sounds of water coming from the bathroom. Seung-min is probably showering in there. Then what was that noise? Surely you're not going insane yet, are you? You hesitantly start walking forward before you notice something around the corner that was not there before. Something red. Ah, it's just a... That's just... It's just a corpse. The casualty. How casual we were about that. Wait, now it hits you. Seems like you somehow jinxed it yesterday. Based on the amount of meat you saw in the freezer, or rather lack thereof, you guess that Seung-min has probably decided to restock. Geez, this one looks really rough. Why would he need to tie it up, though? Oh! It's alive. Fuck. What do I do? Please. What the? Alright, okay. Seems like this corpse is not so dead. Please, spare me. I haven't done anything. Right. And what are you supposed to do now? A terrified woman stares at you with desperate plea in her eyes, her arms and legs both tied with layers of thick rope. Definitely not someone you expected or were ready to deal with when you were leaving your room. You mentally curse at Seung-min. You aren't not going to hurt me, are you? No? I'm not with that guy. Jesus, this woman looks petrified. Well, no wonder, she's practically head to toe covered in blood. But this is really awkward. She's just a poor, innocent person with an insane lack of luck, and you know her fate better than anyone. Do you really have any right to intervene? Then please, will you help me? Instead of responding, you just rub the back of your neck, feeling conflicted about what to do. At the sight of that, the woman's face sinks in growing hopelessness. Oh, what's your name? It's Althemia. I'm Alisha. I'd say nice to meet you, but this is probably not the best time for that, huh? Yeah. God, he's so scary. I was just walking down the alley from work, and then he jumped out of me. Why were you walking down an alleyway? Why were you walking down an alleyway at night? Why? Why, lady? I mean, look at all this blood. He did all of this to me. God, I don't even know what's going to happen to me. What did I do to deserve this? He's keeping you a prisoner here, isn't he? Not exactly. Well, you wouldn't exactly call it that. Come on, two people are stronger than one. I'm sure that if we act together, we can easily overpower him. Yeah. I promise that no harm will come your way. This game got me questioning my morals. I might not look it, but I'm quite agile, you know? Well, you really don't want to risk being the one getting eaten instead. Oh, come on. Don't you see that I'm scared? Oh, yes. Yes, you can. Althemia, please. I really don't want to die. Um... Uh... 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 Um... No, you can't just leave this poor woman to die. You might be bad enough to live with a cannibal, but you still have enough integrity to not watch someone get killed right in front of your eyes. Okay. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna help you escape. Really? Oh, Althemia, thank you. Of course. Why do I have a feeling we're gonna regret this? I don't know how I can ever repay you. You're my hero. You probably shouldn't tell her that you considered doing the opposite just a moment ago. I heavily considered it. Okay, just wait here and I will go fetch a knife to free you, alright? Okay. Just please, hurry. Right. It would be really bad if Seung-min caught you trying to help her escape. If he doesn't see anything, maybe you can just come up with a lie and say that she escaped on her own or act clueless. Surely he won't do anything to you, right? But you would think about it later. It's time to act. You quickly make sure that there are still sounds of water coming from the bathroom and quietly sneak into the kitchen. Seung-min, why is there always blood everywhere? What is this? Knife. I have achieved a knife. When you finally show up in a hallway with a knife in your hand, Alisha looks at you with almost elated expression on her face. Althemia, you did it. Yeah, sorry, it took me a while to actually find it. The kitchen drawers are kind of a mess. Doesn't matter. Quick, cut the ropes. Right. You carefully start cutting the ropes on Alisha's arms, trying very hard not to accidentally damage her clothes. Clothes that look way out of your budget. Although you're not sure if they can even be used anymore. The amount of blood on them is probably not something you can easily wash off. Once you finally cut the last knot, the rope starts slowly falling off. Hey, what are you doing? There you are with that pregnant shirt again. Oh shit! Oh. Did she just stab him? Did I stab him? Who stabbed him? Who did that? Who did that? Did I do it? Oh. What the hell? I guess I should thank Rodrigo for gifting me this stupid knife. What the hell? What? You were supposed to escape, not kill him. Well, he's not dead yet. Not the point. I'm sure there's absolutely nothing we can do anymore, and we totally can't save him, even though he's still alive. Well, what did you expect? I wasn't going to keep someone who saw me kill those stupid fucks alive. Man, I forgot. Saw you what now? Do I have to repeat myself specifically for you? Or what? Did you really think all this blood was mine? You did. That's not the point here. You basically just killed my landlord. Where am I supposed to even go now? Oh, please. Like it even matters. You already look like you're homeless anyways. Wow. Ouch. That was uncalled for. I don't even know why I have to explain this. Look, girl, I'm a busy woman, and you're already managed to tire me out with your empty blabbering. Let's just end this already. Suddenly, Alisha launches towards you, and you, completely not expecting it, fall to the ground. I should have seen this coming. When you come to your senses, you're tackled to the ground by Alisha on top of you, one of her hands lightly yet firmly squeezing your throat. Get off! Hey, I'ma make you regret betraying me. It's your turn now. What? You didn't expect me to keep a witness alive, did you? Oh, I'ma make you regret this. In another playthrough, I'ma make you regret. You did, actually. Your time has come now, little lamb. Please don't talk like a cartoon villain, at least. I told Rodrigo that monologuing is not my style. Anyways, die. What now? You aren't planning on being the one monologuing now, do you? Because I don't have time for this. And I'm gonna... I want to smack the green out your eyes. Crap. There should be some way to convince her to let you live. Yep. That's a cool knife you got there. For a moment, Alisha just stares at you. This old thing? Rodrigo gave me this because he thinks I like a pink character from a video game for toddlers. But just because I like a pink video game character does not automatically mean that pink is my favorite color. I mean, don't like. God, I wish people wouldn't just assume things about me based on my interests. Not that I'm interested in it or anything. Uh-huh. So tell me, how does that make you feel? Pink is such a stupid color anyways. Thanks. Who would even like it? And just because I kept the knife doesn't mean that I'd like or appreciate it or anything. Do you want me to stab me? Do you want me to do you need some help? Uh-huh. Yeah, I hear you. Pop off, queen. You know, I was totally going to gut you and everything like 2 seconds ago, but you listening to me like this is kind of sweet. I could really do with having more people around me who actually listen. Alisha appears to pause in thought for a moment. Then she smiles. Aw, what the heck? I could really use a little lapdog. A little what now? Plus, you're cute, so that helps. Yeah, okay. I'm keeping you. What? Huh? Let me call the boys to pick us up and we'll go home, girl. Ah, shit. Before the two of you leave together, Alisha takes a moment to call someone on her pink flip phone still sat on top of you. Meanwhile, Seung-min's body lies lifeless beside you. His eyes do not move behind their lids. His blood seeps into every crevice of the cold floor beneath him. The last remnants of his warmth slowly fading away with each drop of blood that escapes his pale skin. F. Rest in peace, Seung-min. Eventually, you're whisked away by Alisha, spirited away into her life of criminal activities. You learn that she's the head of a rather scary-looking organization. You're not entirely sure what it does, but the amount of blood, firearms, and money you see every day are all a good sign that you're better off not knowing. You're given a softer life, however, kept by Alisha as some kind of human pet. You become accustomed to Alisha referring to you as a good girl. Nah, now. Nah, now. Nah, now. No, no. In fact, you can't even get her to call you by your actual name anymore. Well, fuck. You're not even sure you remember it yourself. What was it again? Each night you go to sleep in a newspaper... Each night you go to sleep in a newspaper padded crate on the floor beside Alicia's queen-size bed. But hey, at least you never have to be homeless again. Unless something happens to your new owner. Oh, she gave me a collar and everything. This lady crazy. Shit. Actually, I'm blind. Actually, I'm 100% blind, so I didn't see anything. Seriously? Yes, I'm super serious. I can't see anything at all. No, I was asking if you're seriously expecting me to believe such a blatant lie. Hey, you can't judge the person. Hey, you can't judge the appearance alone. I'm not. Did you already forget all of our conversations earlier? No, but honey, please don't waste my time. God, what a pain in the ass. I was planning on keeping you, but I don't like the dumb ones. You didn't even deserve a goodbye. Oh, no, not the throat. Man. Can't win with this chick. You feel a blade of a sharp knife painfully slide across your throat. Seems like Alisha goes straight for the vital organ this time, huh? A few hectic moments of being overwhelmed with pain later, you finally start losing your grip on your own consciousness. This is really not what you expected your life to turn out like. It just started looking up for you, and now you're dying with a probably already dead cannibal by your side. Well, at least you're not alone. If you were still back on the streets, you probably would be. And that thought brings you a weird sense of gratitude and peace in your last moments. I'm going to make you pay. Okay. Let's go back. Here. We're not saving you. No, no. Nah, I'm good. You on your own. Instead of fear, Alicia's face contorts with rage at your refusal. How dare you? How dare you refuse me? Do you even know who I am? Yeah, in a previous life, you turned me into a fucking dog. You insignificant stupid. Her yelling seems to attract attention because a freshly showered Seung-min creeps out from the bathroom. Slowly, he slinks up behind Alisha and... Oh. Okay. Seung-min stands victorious over Alicia's now battered corpse. Though you doubt she had any chances in the first place, being all tied up and all. Now what the fuck did your shirt say underneath that? This made me hungry. Good thing I brought home takeout. At first, his remark confuses you until you glance down towards Alisha. That's definitely one way to call her. Corpse. Hey, Althemia. You nervously look up at him. He doesn't want to make you into a home-cooked meal now, does he? What you made yesterday was decent. And your company was quite energizing. So I was thinking, maybe we could cook together? We could share it too. Well, that's definitely out of character. On one hand, you kind of feel too afraid to agree. On the other hand, you feel too afraid to say no. But hey, who knows? Maybe it'll be good bonding opportunity. And no more killings will happen. Yes. Right. Yeah, I'll help him cook. Oh, there's a gallery. Oh. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're missing 5. And a lot of achievements. Okay. Yeah, we'll help him cook. Let us cook! Well, it's not like Alisha was your friend or something. You have no qualms about helping Seung-min cook her. At this point, you've already done far worse than cooking a person. Plus, being on good terms with Seung-min, who is very much alive compared to Alisha, seems way more important right now. Sure. Sounds delightful. Look, Alisha. At least he ain't keeping me in a fucking cage. Shit. Sure, sounds delightful. I'm kind of professional chef, though, so stand back. Well, you're definitely not bad. Thanks, love you too, fam. Though you should get more practice cooking meat of the human variety. Well, seems like this is your chance to do so. Seung-min takes his bloody apron off after carrying Alisha into the kitchen. It doesn't help make him look any less scary, though, as his exposed skin is practically drenched in her blood. Human by choice, human by chance, alpha by choice. Well, that's going to make some people go a little crazy. That's going to make a certain fan base go a little crazy. A little crazy. Okay, boss, what are we cooking? Well, I was thinking of making curry. Ooh. Oh, so you can make something besides instant ramen. I actually enjoy cooking quite a bit. It's a hobby of sorts. If I didn't have to work this much, I'd probably spend more time indulging in that hobby. Wait, wouldn't that mean he would kill more people? Without beating around the bush, Seung-min promptly puts you to work at the cutting board. Meanwhile, he starts cooking rice and cleaning the remains of Alisha off himself. Blech. Well, time to get chopping. Chopping minigame? Chopping minigame. Chopping minigame. I don't think this is how we chop it. Oh, no. I didn't mean to click the save button. Aight, so... That was a cute tattoo she had. Once you're both done with cooking, Seung-min takes out a second plate and looks at you questioningly. Seems like your landlord is inviting you to join him for a meal. A cannibal meal. Yeah, I'll eat with you. Well, you've already helped him cook human meat. Might as well try the fruits of your labor. You nod at Seung-min and he fills the plate with freshly made curry. Human curry. This reminds me of a Criminal Minds episode. I can't remember what episode, but it reminds me of a Criminal Minds episode. But there was an episode where a guy killed, yeah. Anyways. Curry. You look down towards the fresh bowl of curry. The warm aroma from the piping dish is alluring. It has a deliciously spiced scent that dances across the kitchen, lingering delicately in the air. Various seasonings in the dish create a romantic, hot and heavy, yet sweet, mouth-watering fragrance that you can practically taste. The human meat you cooked really adds some pizzazz to the whole thing. Right! You nearly forgot that this curry is topped with a nice serving of Alisha. You feel a little guilty that she smells so good. This game, man. You and your shirts. You can both take the same seats as yesterday, and you can't help but feel a sense of deja vu. Well, partially because you did do the same exact thing the day before. The only difference is that we didn't eat it. This seems like a good opportunity to get to know Seung-min a little better, though. Energy to do this. What's up with your wardrobe? Why did you pick Alisha specifically? Actually, I kind of want to know. Did he, like, just choose her because she killed a bunch of people, or what? Why did it have to be Alisha? She seems sweet. Well, for the most part. No, she didn't. She put you in a cage in another timeline. But why did you pick her specifically? I didn't. She was just there in an alley. Yeah, she was already covered in blood fighting some other guys. I just thought she was an easy meal. Oh. Somehow you're not even surprised. And typically I pick someone from the company I work at. Someone scummy, someone rich, someone I don't have empathy for. Then there are some days like this one where I just get lucky. You know, she was already killing someone. And I could tell it was just a normal thing for her. A fellow killer's instinct, I suppose. But yeah, typically I just kill someone who is a source of other suffering. That's the best thing I can do in this capitalistic hellhole. Damn, that's the realest shit I ever heard. Damn, that's the realest shit I've ever heard. You know? I've actually never told you. But I was homeless before this. If it weren't for you, I'd still be out there sleeping on a park bench or the nearest Teddy's Table diner. Or, you know, shelters. If you can even call them that. Not that I was even let in half the time. Well, I'm glad you're here now, Althemia. I am too, but it really is only thanks to you, Seung-min. I didn't do anything. You got here all by yourself. As the conversation slows into a comfortable silence, Seung-min begins to eat. Staring down at your own bowl, you find yourself hesitating. Are you guilty? Ashamed? Mortified at the choices you made to get yourself to this point? You should be. You know, logically, that you should feel all of these things. But... fuck. You really made some killer curry. Before you know it, a spoonful of steaming curry is already in your mouth. The mix of carrot, onion, and meat is devilishly delicious. Your brow twitches. Shouldn't you be disgusted by this? Wouldn't a normal, regular person be disgusted by this? Maybe you're not regular. Maybe there are two sides of you fighting for dominance. A devil. And an angel. Or was it an angler? Antler? Doesn't matter. The food is kicking and you're the pro chef behind it. Not only do you enjoy this meal, but Seung-min seems to be enjoying it too. You think? His neutral expression makes it difficult to read him. You count this as a win anyway. You'd say the dinner goes pretty well. So well, in fact, that the two of you go on to have many more dinners together, spanning over weeks, then months, then a year. Before you know it, your relationship with him naturally progresses into something more romantic. I started dating the cannibal. The two of you officially become partners. You really let Seung-min cook, and perhaps that's what sets you on this path. This path towards destiny. Towards the day that Seung-min proposes to you. Aww! You don't expect it. The abrupt nature of it all when he slips the ring off of your It was cute. When he slips the ring off of your dinner's finger and gets down on his knees. The ring isn't your size, but you know you can always get it adjusted later. Finally, all of your simping pays off. Of course, you accept. Your wedding takes place at the most classy location anyone dating a cannibal would choose. The butcher counter at the local supermarket. All the meats and knives the eyes can see. Naturally, it's a breathtaking ceremony. To those of you that know, I recently got a boyfriend, and if he is watching this video, you better not take advice from this video. Oh my stars. Even the shoppers can't help but stop and stare. Yeah, they wonder what the fuck's wrong with us. Or rather in fear. No, they're probably just jealous of your supermarket wedding. Hand in hand. I can't. Hand in hand with Seung-min, the two of you will have a very grotesque, disgusting, and gory future. Exactly the way you hope it'll be. Seung-min has successfully rizzed you. Or was it you who rizzed it? Who cares? Congratulations on your marriage. Version 1? What? Version 1? There's a version 2? Go check the out. Oh no. Oh hey, it's Alisha. We're still missing 2 photos and a lot of achievements. I'm guessing this one is getting on the gallery. Never. Okay, hang on. Load. Let's go back here. Let's see what happens if I yell, God will punish you. God will punish you for this. I don't believe in God. Well, it was worth a try, I guess. Just gonna give up after that. That was a horrible try. You should practice more at trying to stay alive. Though I suppose you will have to do that in another life. That's a pity. You know, you were kind of cute. Anyways, goodbye. Yeah, okay, that's safe. I'm too curious. Might as well go for all of them. I will do, no, I feel like I'm gonna end up as a pet again. I'm gonna be angry. I would do anything you want. Anything you ask of me. Anything. Aw, anything? That's a shame. Maybe in another life I would have kept you as my little lapdog. You know, that would have been quite fitting for a cute little thing like you. I'm starting to really not like being cute anymore. But, well, since you're so eager to do anything for me, die. There was only one of those choices that led me to being a pet. And I got it on the first go. I'm gonna go here. We're gonna not help him cook. Moments ago, you were looking into Alicia's eyes, hearing her voice, watching her breathe. Just the thought of helping Seung-min cook her is enough to turn your stomach. You can't do this, even if that means you have to face the consequences. Nah, fam, I'm good. You go ahead, though. Alright. Good night, then? Ah, right. Good night. You slowly retreat to your bedroom, deciding to retire for the night, not wanting to watch Seung-min enjoy dinner. Before you know it, the sleep overtakes you. Living with a cannibal turns out to be too much to bear despite your desperate situation. You, however, are resourceful. You take a few months to find a second job, saving as much money as possible to move to someplace normal. It takes a year, but you finally do it. You think this apartment will be normal. The price is average for your area, and it comes with the standard... Ew. It even has the classic landlord special, with all of the handles on the cupboards painted white until one day, the music begins. Above you lives a pianist, and each night their music coming from above rattles you to your core. It creeps through your ceiling, into your mind, into your soul. Every day you find yourself sleeping deeper and deeper into insanity's grasp. When did you sleep last again? A day ago? No, 3 days ago. You can't remember. Your work performance begins to slip. You're not sure how much longer you can take this. Compared to this house, Seung-min's wasn't so bad. Okay. Let's, oops. Still got a bunch of achievements to try to get. Let's, load. Okay, let's go with this one. We cooked, so let's not eat with him. Oh, I already ate earlier, so I'm still full. It's one thing to cook a human, another to eat it. And you're not about to become a cannibal buddy for your housemate. You slowly retreat to your bedroom, deciding to retire for the night. Okay. It's just gonna be the same one. Yep. We got it again. We got the ending again with the loud housemate. Man, I would have crawled back. Okay, load. So, this one. This is still brutal. This is still brutal, though. They're just fellow human beings, you know, like me and you. It's not like they've done anything wrong. Didn't you rent this room out of desperation? Not many people would stay with a cannibal they don't know. Unless they didn't have any other choice. Well, yeah, but still. Have you ever thought why you are in this situation in the first place? The system can't work without an oppressor and a victim. Which one do you think you are? Jesus! Some food for thought, I guess. Bon appetit. Capitalism isn't that... actually, capitalism isn't that bad, or a society wouldn't function without it. Anyone can make it in this world if they try hard enough like I did. I'm here now. Okay, I stopped the stupid voice now. I'm not out sleeping on a park bench anymore because I pulled myself up by my bootstraps and actually worked hard to get here. Homeless people still out there on the streets just have to do the same. It's just how the system has to work. Seung-min stares daggers at you. He doesn't say anything for a good minute, making you feel gradually more uncomfortable. The silence is unsettling. Finally, he opens his mouth. Althemia, I like you, so I will just let this pass. But only this once. Well, it doesn't look like he can change his mind. As the conversation slows into comfortable silence, Seung-min begins to eat. Staring down at your own bowl, you found yourself hesitating. Okay, we read that. I'm definitely not normal. Angular antler. Is this the marriage version 2, mayhaps? Mayhaps? Maybe a different ending? You say dinner go... Okay. Let's see here. Yep, we got romantic. Yep, we got married in a supermarket. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Hang on. Let's go here and click the dot dot dot. Oh, just nothing. Okay, never mind. I did nothing. It's still brutal. Eat with him. All those questions. Help him cook. Don't help him cook. We did that. We did that. Save her. Don't save her. Well, yeah, if we go here. Do not cook a homemade. No, cup ramen should be enough and your morals aren't that low. Yep. Was a save. I clicked the other option the first time. You set everything on the bar table and patiently wait for Seung-min. It doesn't take that long for him to finally appear in the kitchen doorway, his hair wet from showering. Hey. What the? There's that shirt again. Spit clickers. No, I'm not talking about that. Huh? Instead of answering, Seung-min takes a step towards you. Instinctively, you take a step back. Hey, don't start ominously walking towards me without saying anything now. Oh, sorry. All of a sudden, he pushes you down. Is that better? Look, at least take me out to dinner before you pin me down now, kind sir. No, it's times worse now. Well, nothing we can do about it now. Hey, you're hungry, right? You want this thing called, You want this magical thing called, called food, right? That's not me. Me, not food. Me, friend. He wasn't talking about this when he said something spelled good, was he? Seung-min? Yes. What did you say smelled good? You. Okay. You smell delicious right now, Althemia. Okay. Why, thank you. I've been using a new body spray. Wait, no. You're not going to eat me, are you? Sorry, Althemia. That's just how it is. What? But we made a deal. Ah, yes. I guess I'm terminating our agreement then. You can't just do that. But I'm already doing it. Fair enough. But hey, wouldn't it be bad for your serial killer, cannibal, serial murderer reputation? I have no reputation. I literally kill and eat people. Okay. Oh, come on. There's got to be something. Come on, Althemia. Think. There's a lot. I haven't showered in 5 days. I haven't showered in 5 days, so I'm probably hella stinky right now. You wouldn't want to eat someone like me. You actually smell really good right now. But thanks for the heads up. I will wash your body more thoroughly when I'll be cooking you. Shit. Is there really no getting out of this? Come on, Seung-min. Sorry, Althemia. We're a good housemate. But hey, I'm sure there are plenty of other people in need of cheap housing. I mean, you're right, but that doesn't sound exactly comforting right now. Don't worry, Althemia. I'm gonna make sure to use every part of you. Yay. But that's... You attempt to scream, but can't. Seung-min has probably already managed to tear out your vocal cords. Your word slowly falls into darkness as you enter a state of pain shock. Is this what you get as thanks for making cup ramen? Yay. Um, 1, 2. I don't know how to get to Snaky. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that must be the marriage version 2 or something. And assuming that's getting everything here, which I'm missing one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, let's keep going. Let's try. I'm also a cannibal. I'm actually also a cannibal. Oh. You should have said so earlier. I'd have shared the meat with you. Yeah. He should let you go now, right? But thanks for telling me. I will feel less guilty about eating you now. Let's try that again. No, don't overwrite my save. Load. There's a lot of human meat in the freezer. You don't have to eat me. Oh, I know. But how can I resist the sweet, fresh fragrance of your insides calling for me? What do my insides smell like? Okay. I'm not human. I'm actually not human. Huh? I'm... An animal in a... What? An animal in a human suit. I'm an animal in a human suit. Like a furry, but reversed. You know? Furry. Well, I guess we'll see what you are once I skin you. I'm an alien. That's right, I'm an alien. Boo! I'm not from this planet. That's a ghost. I guess I will be the first to learn what an alien tastes like? What the... I'm your double. I'm your double. But I'm a human, though. Oh, well, I'm your double from a parallel universe. A very non-human double. I mean, I guess eating myself would be a weird experience. Yes. But you won't know unless you try, right? No. Besides, I didn't know I smelled so good. Okay, we did that, okay. I swear I won't tell anyone. Just please don't eat me. But you already weren't telling anyone. Man, I really can't get out of it. Okay. What if I go back here? Yeah. What if I put here? He's charming. You can't lie. There's something about him. Something that strangely attracts you. Despite him being a cannibal and a murderer. That fact almost makes you feel ashamed. You don't let it fully get to you, though, as your gratitude for the housing opportunity is far bigger than your sense of shame. The previous night only ignited your morbid attraction towards him even more, too. You wonder why. You spend the whole day thinking about it and don't notice how quickly it passes. In the end, you go to bed completely exhausted after another day of hard work. Is this gonna still end with us finding Alisha? I don't like Alisha. If I see Alisha... Yeah, it's just Alisha. I don't like you. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Exit full screen. Hang on. There... There's a tutorial somewhere, right? Interesting. So, I went back towards that part in the game where it kind of reminded me of, Doki Doki. And, I clicked horrible to see if that would change anything. Help him cook. Because I think... Also, if anything seems weird, I, like, BRB'd real quick, and then, like, all of a sudden, my, OBS did weird stuff. I had to, like, completely restart my OBS, which is cool. But it's okay. It's okay. Everything's fine. It's okay. We're just gonna beat up everything and make some curry. Oh, I didn't notice that the tattoo gets sad. I didn't notice that. That's actually... Okay. We're gonna eat with him. I'm trying to see... I don't know if this will work. But if we go with a negative choice... What's your, backstory? What's your, backstory? What kind of question even is that? I don't know. Why'd you start killing? Tell me about how you got to this point. About your life. Well, it all started when I was born in a town where I grew up. Two loving parents. Then I went to school and graduated. That's it. What did you expect? True, what did you expect? Oh, come on, there's gotta be more to it than just that. Well, if you really want to know so badly, I did grow up to two loving parents in the town. But our family was so poor we could barely keep our heads above water. My parents immigrated here from South Korea. They were sold this idea that moving to America would guarantee a better life for them. And for me. Even though we were poor, we still somehow managed to survive. Until my mom got breast cancer. Her insurance refused to pay it, so my dad had to take out a bunch of loans to cover her medical bills. In the end, it turned into an endless cycle of debt. And, my parents always told me to eat the rich, so I guess I took it quite literally. I was already a cannibal anyways. It just refined my tastes. Holy shit! I am so sorry for your loss. I didn't know. Oh. No, my parents are fine. My mom eventually won her battle with cancer, and they live in the countryside back in South Korea. There's still some debt remaining, though, so I send them money to help every month. So he isn't just working hard for himself, but for his parents, too. Sometimes those rich pricks I eat have some money on them, so some months, Mom and Dad get some extra. It's weird that there is something moralistic in something so amoral. Well, I'm glad your parents are alright, at least. Me too. As the conversation slows into a comfortable silence, Seung-min begins to eat. Okay, we read this. La 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 blah, 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 blah. Antler. 10 months in a year. Two of you officially become partners. Yep. What does he think you're a simp or something? Oh, okay. That actually did do something. Living with and dating a cannibal is one thing, but dedicating your whole life to him is another, who marries their landlords anyways. You tell him, hell no. Yet you continue living with him, successfully escaping the iron grip of a homelessness with a friend. Buddy? Bro? By your side. You're in far too deep now. If the police ever came for Seung-min, you know they'd arrest you too, but you don't really mind that risk. You're in this together now. Together forever. Landlord and tenant. Yin and yang. Partners in crime. Platonically, of course. Hey, you're a yin to his yang. Okay, we completed the gallery. What's the dying? A fight! Oh my stars. But we don't have all the achievements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, I'm blocking one of the achievements. Let me just move my head on over. Ha. Ha. I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to make a part 2 to this video. I will record more to figure out how we get the rest of these achievements. But for now, thank you all for watching me play my Sweet Housemate. This is honestly a lot of fun, and my stars did it made me laugh lots. If you want to check out this game for yourself, to try to get the achievements for yourself, and to get all the gallery options, I will put the link to both the itch.io link and the Steam link down below. And with that, I bid you all an adieu. Bye bye, love pups. Love y'all.